It is time for Tularosa Basketball to begin their season. Next week, they get started with their season. And joining us is head coach Sergio Castanon. Sergio, how are you doing today?
Doing well. Thank you for having us.
Fantastic and happy to have you here. And what is your first game this season?
Mesilla Valley on
Okay.
December 5th at home.
Okay. A little bit of history there between Tularosa and Mesilla Valley Christian over the years.
Yeah, it'll be a good opener.
Yeah. And it's been a little while since it's been that intense rivalry, but it'd still be kind of fun to enjoy that.
Yes, sir.
You brought 3 seniors with you. You want to introduce the guys you brought with you?
Sure. I got Jalen, Randall, Xavier Chaves, and Dillon Salazar, 3 of our seniors.
Sounds good. Guys, how are you?
Good.
Good. Fantastic. Happy to have you here. Coach, how many years now at the head of the boys basketball program is it for you?
Year 11.
Wow. Does it feel like you're 11?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, time flew by.
That's good. That's good that it doesn't feel like you're 11, but
Right.
What do you feel like you know better than you have maybe when 5 years ago that you feel like makes it easier for you coming into a new season like this?
It's just experience. We've most things we've seen before now, so it's just kind of used to making those adjustments. And now we got the same coaching staff for several years now, so now it's kind of just like a machine. You know what I mean? We just kind of keep on doing the same thing year in and year out, and hopefully improve every year.
Now, the one difference for you, is it 3 or 4 years ago you became the athletic director out there at Tularosa?
Yeah, about 3 years ago.
Has that been that difficult for you in terms of wearing both hats, or not that big
Yeah,
of a
there's a
deal?
little bit of a learning curve for sure, but for the most part, it's been a good transition.
All right, very good. First week of practice and the off season leading in. What you've seen from this group so far?
First week's been good. They were a little bit banged up from football, but they're getting healthy and they were getting after it right away. There was no, hey coach, can we have a couple days off? It was let's get to work now, which is always exciting. You want that in a group. So we got a bunch of kids out. We got over 30 right now in our program, which is nice. So we're having a C team this year. We're bringing back C team, so we're excited about that. So the first week's been good. It's been good to have them back out there and back in the gym.
How much does it mean to a program to be able to have a C team and be able to fill 3 rosters like that? Because obviously these guys are going to graduate and you've got a few other seniors, but it's about the health of the program more than anything else, right?
Right. Well, and I think it's going to be huge for us. So, we haven't had a C team in probably about 15 years. So before I was there. So I'm excited to see what it does for the program, for those younger guys, getting them those experience and not having to let some of those younger guys go that didn't make the cut.
All right, very good. All right, we'll move on here to chat with the guys. Jalen Randall is the first one. Jalen, scoot up a little bit closer on the mic there for me. All right, I want to make sure everybody can hear you good. So first off, tell me what the off season been like for you. Were you able to work basketball in the summer or leading into the fall or the winter season?
Yes, I was. We played summer basketball during June, go to camps and everything. And then I've been in the gym with him for like 6 hours since we started school and everything.
Do you feel like you're in the best shape that you've been in going into a season?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all right. What do you take away from those summer months that you feel like you can apply when the regular season starts?
Just learning, just trying to get that chemistry with your team going.
Where do you feel like in your game that you've improved on from last season into this season?
Yeah, probably a little bit of scoring.
Yeah, feel like your shot's a little bit better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not where you want it to be.
Yeah.
All right, that's okay.
Yeah.
More of a jump shooter. You like to drive to the basket. Where do you pride yourself in your offense?
I just shoot when I'm open.
Okay.
Pretty much.
If it's a jump shot, if it's a drive to the basket, you don't care.
Yeah, if it goes in, it goes in.
All right. It's a good way to look at it. You don't get yourself too down when it doesn't go in, I'm guessing.
I try not to.
All right, very good. Defense, that's something you pride yourself in as well, or?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I get a little lazy sometimes.
Okay. I'm thinking maybe Coach gets on you a little bit when that happens, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yes. Just a little bit. All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing what it looks like out there for you this season. Move over to 2 guys to his left who just got out of football a couple weeks ago. Xavier Chaves, we'll start with him. Bumps and bruises, you feeling pretty good going into basketball, maybe compared to other years? How would you say you're feeling going into basketball this season?
I feel pretty good. We came right into it right away. Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah. Different kind of conditioning going from football to basketball?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's totally different.
What's the toughest thing about heading into basketball?
It's nonstop, up and down, back and forth, no break. But
the running, the sprints, I hear what you're saying. Did you get to work basketball in the summer as well?
Yes, the month of June, we went to camps all over and just played a bunch of games to get just like chemistry together.
Gotcha. What do you feel like maybe things that you picked up in the summer that you can apply to now and things in your game personally?
A lot, honestly, just communicating, keeping everybody up and together.
All right. And how about as we head into the new season, do you feel like there's something better, whether it's rebounding, shooting, defense, that you feel like you're going to be a little bit stronger at going into this season?
Hopefully scoring as well, yeah.
Scoring, okay. And jump shot, do you get inside, or where do you kind of like to set up when you get the chance, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter, wherever.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right, we'll move on over to Dillon. How are you feeling coming out of football? A little banged up? Just fine? No big deal?
I'm good.
Good. Okay. No problems at all. What's the toughest thing about coming out of football and going into basketball? You've probably been doing it ever since you've been in high school. So, what do you find the most challenging part of it?
Just the switching of coaches, getting back to
Coach Castanon. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Is it just the way that you're teaching things, or I mean, what do you find is the toughest challenge in terms of moving from Coach Falsetti to Coach Castanon?
He definitely gets on to me a lot more.
Okay. So there's making sure that you're on what you need to be doing out there.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Where do you feel like in your game that you're going to be better at this year when we see you out there in the court next week?
Defense.
Yeah. Was that the big thing that you wanted to work on this year?
Yes, sir.
Shot still good. Everything else on the offensive side you're feeling pretty confident in?
Yes, sir.
All right. Very good. Coach, what do we got in terms of got these three guys? I know you're filling out a whole roster. Who else is going to be impact players for you this year?
We got a pretty deep squad this year. We got a lot of height. We got Zane Hodges, Adrius Gilles, Sean Borowski, all of them over 6'3". So then we've got some guards coming back with Seth Kaji and Fabian Pacheco, Esteban Barraza. We got some young guards, Jacoby Apachito, Fatty, Luciano Gonzalez. He's a freshman that's going to be playing varsity for us. And we got a couple other seniors, Tristan Martinez, Sincere Escalante. So we got about 15 guys right now that can really get up and down right now. So it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, and I would also say there's probably a lot of competition within the team to try to get playing time out there. I would anticipate.
Yeah, it's a good thing for a coach to be able to hold that over their heads.
And I know you guys certainly like to run up and down the floor. You guys like to press defensively. I'm sure that makes it a lot easier when you can sub out 5 and bring in another 5 and feel pretty good about what they can do on the floor, right?
Yeah, we're definitely going to be pressing a lot this year.
Yeah, okay. More than we saw last year? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yep. Very good.
Yeah, we may not pull it off at all this year.
All right, very good. That's it's definitely going to work. The cardio by the end of the season is going to be in a good place for these guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. All right, we'll move on over here to Jalen. It is your senior year. Are you hoping to continue playing sports after this, or?
I don't know. I haven't thought much about what I'm going to do after school.
Okay. All right. So you're not sure college or something else? You don't know?
Sure
okay.
Yeah.
Are you excited for graduation?
Kind of, but at the same time not, because then I got to grow up more. I got to be in the real world,
Yeah. You know what? There are people that are Coach's age and my age that still probably haven't grown up, so don't worry about it too much. What about this year's group, this year's team? What do you think special about this group of guys? I know you played on a lot of teams over the years. What do you like about this group? You do like these guys, I assume. Yeah.
I mean, I think we bring a lot to the table this year. We have people that can play defense, that can do a lot. So I think we should be good this year.
Yeah. Personality-wise, everybody gets along pretty well?
Yeah, pretty much.
Have a lot of fun, joke around, those kind of things?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we like.
Talk a lot of crap, too.
Well, it gets you ready for when the opponents on the other side are doing that, so you're just not even fazed by it out there. Yeah. Okay. I get the feeling that Dillon's a little quiet when we come on the radio, but something tells me that Dillon's talking a lot out there on the court.
He's the loudest.
He's the loudest. Okay. He's sitting over there. I knew that was the case. I knew the microphone was kind of wearing him down a little bit, but I knew that out there on the floor, he's probably super confident talking to people. All right. Xavier, how about you? Are you kind of a talker out there, or not really? Kind of talk with your game?
I think we all talk.
Yeah.
Everybody does it.
Yeah. All right. I know we chatted a little bit earlier this season talking about going to your senior year. Are you excited for graduation, or don't want it to come around yet?
Yeah, it's always exciting, but like you said, it's just got to grow up after it. So I'm excited though.
All right. What about this group of guys? What do you like about this team this year that you feel like is special with this group?
We've been playing since we were 4 years old together. we know each other like great. We know what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Dillon, I know when we talked, during the football season, you said, if you got a chance to play sports afterwards, basketball is the one that you're hoping to do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Where have you started getting any, since we talked back in August, or I guess it was in September that we chatted, have you gotten any more idea of maybe where you can go play basketball, or not sure yet?
Not sure.
But college is something that you want to do. Because I know you said, were you on the same, hoping to go out in the oil fields at some point as well?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I remembered that part of it. But what about this team this year? I mean, tell me a little bit about, the fact that you guys can kind of talk with each other in the court and then be friends afterwards. Is that an easy thing to do for you?
Oh, yeah. We've been doing it since, like Xavier says, since we're young. So we're just used to it. We could talk on the field, on the court, as much as we want, and then we get in the locker room and it's all the fun and games, laugh, jokes.
Good camaraderie among this group?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll certainly look forward to that. Coach, expectations for this team this year. You obviously feel very confident this is a group that can make a run this year.
Yeah, we are very confident this year. But just because we got some experience coming back, we're not overlooking anybody or anything like that. But I also want to mention, I forgot Braden Tortolita and Anthony Paz, 2 other seniors that we got. Braden's a little bit banged up right now, but both of them, hopefully down the stretch, will help us out a lot to make a run. But going back to your original question, district titles definitely the first thing in our sight. That's what we're going to work all year towards and hopefully take care of that. And then, we saw a lot of the teams that are going to be at the top of the polls to start the season in 2A, and we beat some of them, and we hung right there with some other ones, and we understand it's summer ball, but we know where we stack up, and we feel like if we can put it together, we're going to be right there at the end.
And when you look at district, Lordsburg, again, probably going to be the toughest one out there, or not really sure at this point?
I would say not too sure yet, actually. I think, Lordsburg's always tough, and then, they get up for us, and then, when you got to make that long road trip, it always tests you a little bit. But, I think Cloudcroft is much improved. Mescalero always gets after us, and Capitan had some players last year as well. So it's going to be a fun district, but that's definitely our first goal, is take care of that one.
And what's your impression of the state and how everything's laying out in 2A this year?
There's some tough teams. You got Santa Rosa, you got ATC out of Santa Fe, you got Eunice down south, who they returned everybody from last year's team, and that's one that's all on all of these guys' mind. I know it because of last year, but like I said, we saw Santa Rosa during the summer, we saw ATC. So we feel confident that we're gonna be right there in the mix. And then of course, the Texacos, the Pecoses, all those teams are always tough.
And I think something I've talked about whenever I've had any of the Thule teams in here is the fan support that you guys get. And I mean, Tularosa is obviously not a huge community, but it's a very tight-knit community, and just seems like, whatever sport is going on, a lot of people come out. Basketball, I know, is that gym can be absolutely deafening when it's a big game in there. Talk a little bit about the Tularosa fans and what they mean to Wildcat basketball.
We're just blessed to be part of that community. The way they support these guys, it's pretty incredible, and there's not too many places like Tularosa when it comes to supporting the youth and supporting their athletics. So, like I said, we're just blessed to be part of this community.
All right, very good. Jalen, I mean, you setting any personal goals for yourself going into the season? Is it mainly focusing on team stuff? What are you thinking about going into the basketball season in your senior year?
Just being able to keep myself in the game, just being engaged with everybody, everything that's going on, pretty much.
Is that something in previous seasons you've found it being a little challenging for you?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
And what did you do to kind of try to switch that up for yourself? Is there anything that you've been working on in particular to try to get that better?
Just trying to change my mentality. It's the way I view everything on the court. Like, mistakes are going to happen, Just got to get through them.
Okay, very good. Xavier, how about you? Anything particular you're setting goals for yourself, or are you mainly focused on the team stuff?
I think mainly team, just making everybody as good as they can be so we can come together and hold up the blue at the end.
And it seems, you certainly look at your schedule, you guys are going to play some tough teams. Do you guys welcome that opportunity to play some of the best teams in the state? Is that gets you excited when you go into the year?
Yes, definitely.
What is it about having to go up some of the toughest teams that you find fun?
Just knowing where we're going to be. That's going to be the ones that we're playing at the end, so might as well get used to it.
All right, very good. Dillon, do you get excited when you know you got a really good player that you're going to go one-on-one against out there on the floor? Does that get you pumped up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you enjoy most about that challenge of going up against somebody that's really, really good on the other side?
Just outscoring him or playing better defense than him, getting in his head.
All right. Is there any goals that you're setting for yourself this year? I know we've seen you put up a lot of points in the last few years. Anything particular you're trying to maybe hit this season?
Definitely bring up my assist stats more.
Okay, trying to help
hit everyone on the court. I got a lot of shooters around. See if I can hit them, and then we got our tall guy Zane. Get him some points and all that. So.
Okay, very good. And Coach, I mean, that's something I noticed last year. I mean, you had a lot of times a different leading scorer almost every single game, so you bring back most of that from last year. It seems like something you guys pride yourself in, the fact that anybody can go out there and lead your team in scoring.
Yeah, it makes us really hard to scout, too. And, teams can't just go concentrate on one kid. If they do decide to, throw something at Dillon, then, we got other guys around him that can score. And something that we're looking forward to this year is our big guys down low. So now, they're going to have to defend us on the inside and the outside. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage this year.
All right, very good. First home game of the season for you guys?
December 5th in the Cedar Valley.
That is the okay. Couldn't remember if that was the home game or not.
Yes.
And then, of course, you guys are rolling right into tournaments. Johnny May Classic will be there early in the season.
Yeah, right? It's the 14th, 15th, and 16th of December. Before that, we go to the Rehoboth tournament up north, so that'll be a good test for us.
Yeah, get to see some teams you probably wouldn't see otherwise.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, that's kind of what we wanted to head up there for.
Okay, very good. Well, we wish you all the best of luck this season. I think everybody in the community is very excited to see what Tularosa basketball can do this season. Guys, good luck this year. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Yep.